It's Suzanna D and you're listening to Disco Queen.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of Disco Queen, the show I do every fortnight on Spotify, Podbean and also YouTube, and every fortnight I bring a guest to the show. On this edition we welcome Suzanna D and singing along to this track is my guest Suzanna D and also the legendary Nikki French. Originally released by the Dooleys and taken from the album The Chosen Few.
They didn't have many hits at all, but they were just one of those that once you listen to it, you go, oh, the Dooleys, I do like them.
Indeed.
You know, you forget how talented they were and how very well harmonised they were. And they're really high-pitched, you know, vocals as well to keep going on and on. So performing it, me and Nikki, it's like, yeah, have to do a lot of warm-ups for that.
Did you appear on Top of the Pops at any time?
Do you know, I missed it. Do you know what? When I got a top 40 hit with Show Me Heaven back in 2003, which was then the official charts. And what they did is, if you're in the official charts for more than a week, then you get to featured on Top of the Pops. So they'll just pick random artists, I think. And obviously, you remember, it's like Thursday evening, you clued in and see who's on. But the actual, I think it was March, the end of March, that Top of the Pops had stopped, because it was a week I'd actually released the track, and the week after, Top of the Pops weren't existing anymore. So I just missed potentially the boat to go on it, and
so
I was
sad.
gutted. It was one of those, tick boxes that you wanted to do.
Indeed, yeah.
Things before you dies, kind of thing. So if there was an era, I'd definitely go for if the cheesy bit of it 80s, but for going out partying 90s.
There you go, flashing fever from your eyes. Hey baby, come over here and shut them tight. I'm not denying we're flying above it all. Hold my hand, don't let me fall. You're such amazing grace, I've never felt this way. Oh, show me heaven, cover me, little breathless. Oh, show me heaven, please. Show me heaven. Oh, show me heaven, cover me, little breathless. Oh, show me heaven, please. Show me heaven. Oh, show me heaven, cover me, little breathless. Oh, show me heaven, please. Show me heaven, please. Here I go, I'm shaking just like the breeze. Hey baby, I need your hand to steady me. I'm not denying I'm frightened as much as you. Though I'm barely touching you, I shivers down my spine, and it feels divine. Oh, show me heaven, cover me, little breathless. Oh, show me heaven, please. Show me heaven. Oh, show me heaven, cover me, little breathless. Oh, show me heaven, please. Show me heaven. Oh, show me heaven, cover me, little breathless. Oh, show me heaven, please. Show me heaven, please.
Absolutely.
Indeed. They were wild days. They were
The
And
wild,
nights,
the,
and
the
nights.
wild times. Yeah, this is where I think that's where genres really kicked in, where you start getting house music, garage music,
yeah.
so that it all genres became their own little commodities, and it's like we don't know what this one is. It's got a funny beat to it. We don't know. Is it techno? We don't know. so yeah, but it was good time. All diva tracks. You got Rosala and you got Sybil and
Yep.
you'd got your Kim, what is it? The Kim Mazel.
Yes. Yeah.
All the complete and utter
All the
divas
legends.
being Angie Brown, obviously, making a comeback, but all those Kathy Brown as well.
Yes. Yeah.
All those top divas. So yeah, let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back.
A diva thing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You write your own material. Explain your creative process and what type of music do you typically create?
I kind of go from, it's mainly I get possibly, like a blank track, say a music track from, say, a DJ, and they want what's called a top liner, which means I write lyrics and a melody to it. So I either, I'll listen to it, and if I'll hum something, or I'll maybe say a few odd words. It's like as if I'm chanting.
Yeah.
And usually I do this either in the car or I'm cleaning. Something subliminal will just come to me. and then I'll kind of ride with it and think, oh, that, and then you might come up with a sentence, and then what does that sentence mean? So if I know that I can go with the song, I'll know within 3 plays of a song. If I've got a kind of a hook, I'll go out of the room 10 minutes later. If I can still remember it, I know that I can work with it.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. And the second thing is then I write, say, what I think the title would be if if this certain word's been picked up, whilst I've been cleaning or whilst I've been, either in the shower or whatever. And then I write 5 pulse words about the title of the song. So, for instance, say serenity. What does serenity mean? It means calm, and it means to be at peace with something, someone, and then write a storyboard what that looks like. It's characters in it. So it's like as if you're writing a song, like writing a story, but you're doing it in song. So that's how I create.
Awesome.
So like the verse is always your beginning, your mid-chorus kind of links to the first verse, and then the second verse is kind of like the summary, near to the summary, and then kind of the finish is just the ending of it all.
Have you ever had a dream and you woken up in the morning and thought, oh, that'd make a good song?
I have a few times, and then I've not written them down. Note to self: need a pad and pen beside my bed. I did. I can't remember what it was called, but there was something to do with waves and oceans and things like that. But I've seen like visions and things like that. I think for one that I wrote a song called Footprints, which is about my mum who passed away from cancer, but it was about her footprints staying in the stand and knowing that she'll always be there. But I don't know. I think I'd done a photo shoot about a year ago or so, and I remember being on a beach and I was putting footprints in. So I don't know if it was me memorising it from the photo shoot that I'd done, or whether it was something subliminal that I wanted, I wrote this song. So it kind of clicked. It was one of those, you feel like you got deja vu.
Yes, yeah.
And I went, oh, I think it might be to do with that dream that I had. So I kind of say that's maybe a vision, maybe, I don't know.
If you could go open a show tomorrow or share a stage with any artist dead or alive, and you can choose more than one if you want, who would it be?
Oh, gosh, who would it be? I'd have to find somebody. Right, here's one off the top of my head. Absolutely, Annie Lennox.
Yes, great artist.
Because her voice is just extraordinary, very versatile, and just haunting as well sometimes.
Yeah.
But trying to, just to be in her presence would be amazing. But who else? I'm just trying to think of somebody male. Michael McDonald. His vocal range is just extraordinary. Do you know what? Elvis, if he was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bono, definitely. Oh, and Coldplay. I'd love Celine Dion because she's always been she's just incredible as a person as well. Jocelyn Brown. Yeah, blow me away. I probably need earphones, but but no, just to be in the presence again. I think it'd be a different circumstance if you said it around a dinner table, but to be on stage with all these people would be just immense.
What's the best part of the work that you do?
Good thing about it is when you get feedback from people that you don't even know. I mean, for instance, I was playing at a gig in Blackpool many moons ago, and I was in this LGBTQ plus nightclub, and I was singing away, and this guy came up and said, can I just tell you something? He says, I love that song, it has such meaning. I said, oh, why? He says, because I came out to that song. And I went, oh wow. So with that, I was like, oh, that's incredible that that's made a memory just for somebody, and that's so warming and touching. And I only found out coming back as well that there was one track that I did after Show Me Heaven was called One in a Million. And how I found out about this was again on YouTube. and somebody put a name of Chelsea and a date and 2. And I was just going through all the YouTube saying, thank you so much for sharing. Please follow me on this, and this. And then I didn't know that it was actually somebody, niece has passed away from a rare condition, and they used to call her 1 in a million. So they played that song at the funeral. I met the family, and so you don't realise how much music does actually affect people. Not that I wrote them, but it was still the fact that it was under my name, and that they had memories of it. So that's a really good part of it, and just performing and seeing people smiling, enjoying themselves, and singing along when you're performing. And also learning about things. I love learning all the time. To my dismay, I can't stand technology, but however, I overcome it somehow by throwing it out the window. But
I think we all do.
We do, don't we? But the bad things, I suppose, is you just got to be, I suppose, careful with sharks. You've got to protect yourself a little bit. And it's. I mean, to say that I've been around still after 25 years, I think the people that I've got is a good circle of people around me that I really do value and trust. And the people that I still work with have been around as long as I have. So that goes to show that we're pretty good, and we're nice, good ones. We're all out in it to make music, and now I didn't think of it as a business before, but I do think of it to make money as well. So not just a hobby, but yeah, just the main enjoyment, seeing people enjoying music and
indeed
being a part of something bigger than you are is brilliant. And yeah, it's amazing. It really, really is.
Now, talking about the LBGTQ, you're an ambassador, I hear.
I was, yes. Last year I was. So it was held in Weston-super-Mare last year. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it, but this year it's at Doncaster now.
Okay.
So yeah, they go. They change hands every year. So I didn't really have that much involvement, if I was perfectly honest. I think it was just it was quite nice to be picked. There's so many people that have, been in that, I mean, Nikki, for instance, Nikki French, she's been around longer than I have in that particular field.
Gary Simmons of Energize Records, you recorded on his label.
Energize, yes. We met through Music Factory, believe it or not, and they were working for that other dance label that was in Music Factory. So, and they went to do their own record label, which still to this day is doing really, really well.
Indeed. Yes.
So I've kind of just gone and done my own thing now. So I'm not really part of that. That thing. I'm kind of going off on my other and doing my electronic dance stuff, and hopefully I'm going to do my own album as well at some point.
Awesome.
Famous last words. So I'm looking to do that. So I've got so much material to do. So yeah, but yeah. So yeah, Gary and Dave, bless them. Yeah, they're still going. Bless them.
They are
going strong. Don't know. They've just had their anniversary. I think it was 30.
Clapham,
30
I believe.
Years. Yeah. Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
30 years, my good God, that's a long time, isn't it?
That looked really good because there was a video he posted of the event at the two Brewers pub.
They got all the other previous artists there and stuff. So
indeed, yeah.
Yeah, look really, really good.
We still have two more parts of the interview to come. Right now, we're going to go back to 1984, edited by my friends over in France, Mike and Tess. Bananarama, King of the Jungle. King of the Jungle, 1984. Re-edited by Mike and Tess from France. Bananarama, a British-Irish girl group formed in London, 1980. The group originally a trio consisted of friends Sarah Dallin, Siobhan Fahey and Karen Woodward. Fahey left the group in 1988 and was replaced by Jackie O'Sullivan until 1991 when the trio began a duo. Now, the next track I'm going to play made a re-entry into iTunes, originally released in 2001. This is the Jet Boot Jack remix of Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Murder on the Dance Floor.
DJ
Sophie Ellis Bextor, Murder on the Dance Floor. Jet Boot Jack on the remix. Originally released in 2001. Sophie first came to prominence in the late 1990s as a lead singer of the indie rock band The Audience. And after the group disbanded, she went solo and achieved success beginning in the early 2000s. I'm going to play you another cover version produced by Ross Alexander, his version of Enola Gay and Seventh Heaven on the edit. Originally released by Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. That's taken from the Mirrorball Anthems LP, available now. And Ross Alexander. Right now we're going to go back to the last two parts of my interview with Suzanna D. Have you ever suffered with performance anxiety? And have you had to ad lib on stage? Have you forgotten the lines to your songs before and had to ad lib?
Yeah, I wouldn't say anxiety, but I once did a gig where I don't know what I'd eaten prior to going on stage. We went out for a bite to eat somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it was a Chinese, So I try not to eat just before I go on stage because I just won't be able to reach any notes at all.
Right.
So we gone to this Chinese restaurant around about 3 o'clock. I wasn't performing until about 9. And then around about 8 o'clock, I thought, oh, I'm feeling a bit dodgy. I don't know. And literally 3 minutes before I'm going on stage, I was violently, vomiting. So they had to delay it a little bit, but I still went on stage after brushing my teeth and going up on. Yeah, so the show must go on. That it really did that night.
Yeah.
There's that one. Anxiety, what other things? I've got clumsy stories. Really, I've just utterly clumsy, but I think the one that I did at Calderdale Pride, I'd just come back from a holiday, so I just got on the flight back to the UK, and I'd literally had about 2 hours sleep, and I went on stage and I'd forgotten words to a song. Now, bearing in mind, we had a BSL lady doing sign language at the side, and I'd already sent her the lyrics before, and I was doing the wrong verse to the wrong place, and she was kind of looking at me, and I'm going, yeah, I'm not in the right place, am I? And she's looking at me, and I'm going, I kind of like did like a circle movement saying, just wing it. Just wing it. Yeah. Just ride with me. Just go freelance. Don't know what the word for freelance is, but just whatever. So was that. It was, but never really stage fright. I've kind of, I do get nervous going on stage. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I suppose once you're out there and the crowd's having a good time, that's when you settle in.
Yeah, exactly. When the adrenaline goes, you get in the zone, and you it's like as if you're having a party on stage.
Yes, indeed.
And you're owning it and making sure that everybody's having a good time, and you're performing well and you're singing well and making sure that everybody's happy. That's the crux of being a performer, really. Just making sure that they're having a good time. So yeah, no, not really.
What favourite performance venues would you say had been your favourites to play? Do you have any particular venues that stick out in your mind?
Just for the plush factor, MGM Grand.
Very nice.
It was, at Las Vegas, and it was amazing. It was doing backing vocals for Jane McDonald, but it was just the whole. Everything, well, you know what it's like in America. Everything's 10 times bigger. And in Las Vegas, it's 10 times bigger than that. So everything was quite dramatic. And so it was quite overwhelming. But the stage itself was great. And we got these new musicians as well. We got the American musicians. But that to perform on stage was amazing. I've done a few arenas where I used to have 2 dancers with me, but they couldn't make it that day. And I was played in front of 70,000 screaming children on my own. And so that was let's just say interesting. A little small person with no band behind you or dancers had to fill a really long stage.
Yes.
I was absolutely shattered, to say the least, after that one. I only had to sing 3 songs, so that was good. Other ones. I've played with the Royal Philharmonic, but I was really next to the violinist, so I had to be careful that one of them didn't prod me. I had to keep moving,
right?
Because it was such a small stage. And she was conscious that she was going to prod me, so I had to kind of lean back on some bits and lean forward. So it was like as if I was like, there was something wrong with me. But yeah, performance on stage, just the one thing actually I don't think you know about is I was one of the 100 on the All Together Now BBC programme.
Wow,
BBC
no, I
One.
didn't know that. No.
So performing on stage, now that was it wasn't performing really. We were in little boxes, like as if it was the Muppet Show. Yeah. But we still had to sing because I don't know if you know the premise. It was the singer had to get all of the 100, including Jerry Horner, to get up and sing.
Right. Okay. Yep.
So that was their kind of voting system. So they had 30 seconds to start singing the song, and if you had sold, you pressed your red buzzer and got up singing with them for another minute. And depending on of that minute, how many more singers got up, depends on like the previous person that was on before you. So and so that was interesting because I was right at the top.
Awesome.
So I could see the floor just a little bit. If I stepped forward, I could actually see right down to the floor, and that let's just say I didn't look that far. I didn't tend to look down. So that was interesting. But loads of like arenas because they're so big, and
awesome.
Albert Hall because it's so round as well. The acoustics are very different. But yeah. And even small venues I've done have been quite close and intimate. It's been nice because I can actually see people's faces, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing sometimes, but you know, it's I've had some good I couldn't tell you where they all are, but I've had some really good venues.
Anita Ward, Ring My Bell, 1979. Anita Ward, an American singer and musician from Memphis, Tennessee, beginning her professional music career in the late 1970s. She's best known for this 1979 million-selling chart topper R&B disco hit Ring My Bell, which was number one on the United States Hot 100 R&B, Dance and United Kingdom charts. Right now we're going to go back to the final part of my interview with this edition of Disco Queen's guest, Suzanna D. What advice would you give somebody wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Don't be as stubborn as I were at 16. Don't just say because somebody said to you, you can do it. I think do your research, be realistic and know your limits. Trust your gut feeling. and always think to yourself that no matter what, it doesn't mean that if you don't get successful or where you want to be, it doesn't necessarily mean that it stops you from singing. Always sing, no matter what. If it turns out to be a hobby, it turns out to be a hobby. If it turns out to be a career, absolutely amazing. But always have something to fall back on.
Great.
Do your stuff at school, do your further education, and do other bits that you can fall back on, because you just don't know. I mean, it is a lottery trying to get somewhere in this business, but you can make a little bit of money of it, even more so performing than you can recording.
Yeah.
So do what you love. Don't just be realistic about it. And if you just love to perform, then go out and do it.
Great advice.
But you just got to be realistic and financially realistic. So not everything grows on trees. Don't rely on your parents either. Work for it.
Would you change anything about the industry as it is?
Oh, that's a very good question. Make it, I think, try and not... The record labels nowadays always want up-and-coming new artists, as in anybody below the age of a certain, say, 20... I mean, it must be around about 28 now.
Yeah.
But for the likes of me, if I wanted a major, song to be... my face wouldn't be on it because of just my age. But I don't mind that, But it's just that if you could change the age bracket, because we can. I mean, a voice sometimes gets better.
Yes, indeed.
And the fact that the older that you get, the more songs you're able to actually churn out because you've experienced life more.
Yeah.
So, like for now, I mean, this particular big track that I've done, I've written it for another singer, but it's not going to be me singing it on it this time. But I found avenues now to be able to, sing for other people.
It's a tough industry.
It's a tough industry, but we're all in it together, and we should, we're. It's just that the music industry is really not in touch with reality. They're not in touch with. All they see is who's streaming what. That's it.
Indeed, yeah.
That's it. I mean, you're valued by how many followers you've got, not as a human being anymore, which is really sad.
Yeah,
but there's so many people out there that have a voice but don't put it online.
Indeed, yeah.
But where are the records labels searching for those kind of people? Anyway, that's two things I could change. But anyway,
come to the end of the interview. I always ask this question at the end. Name 4 things you'd never be able to live without.
Oh gosh, live without. Well, firstly, my health.
Yep.
I value my health for getting older. Yeah, definitely. I know it's a given, but yeah. My voice is a given. What else could I not live without? Family and support that I've got.
Indeed.
I know these are kind of silly things, but they really are really, really important. And nature, really.
Yes, indeed.
That's how I find my inspiration with songs and stuff. So I know they're quite spiritual things, but I think they're really validated. I mean the other stuff, Haribo's definitely, hot chocolate, yeah. There's so many things. My studio,
so many things, yes.
Yeah. The list could be endless, but those main things, I think, yeah, definitely.
Would you like to give any shouts out before we wrap up?
Oh, well, to all those lovely people that have supported me with it, throughout my whole career. It's had its ups and downs, but they've persevered. The fans that have stuck around, my family, my husband Gary, my kids Jessica and Luke, and just all the music industry people. Ross Alexander, Danny Martel Gardner. Who else? Rick Waitland, who did loads of videos for me. Angie Brown, Hazel Dean, Nikki French. List is endless. Just loads of people that have supported me. It's been amazing coming back, and I've learned so much about myself. And
awesome.
And yeah, it's been quite magical. Awesome. But yeah, big shout out to anybody that knows me, and watch this space, and yeah.
Roughly 3 weeks' time, we have a track coming out on the 22nd of March called Rise. So we need everyone to go out and buy that.
Perfect. Yeah, it's on Spotify and Deezer as well.
Awesome. Well, it's been fantastic talking to you, Suzanne.
Thank you, Wayne. You've asked some really impressive, inquisitive questions. Got me thinking. Thank you so much, my love. Anyway, you have a lovely evening, whatever you do.
You too.
All right, lovely. Okay. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care now. Bye.
Not only a fabulous singer, but also a lovely lady in general. That is my guest on this edition of Disco Queen, the awesome Suzanna D. Next show, we welcome another legend from the 1970s, from Boney M, Marsha Barrett. And we're going to finish off this hour with a track from Boney M, from the album Love for Sale. It was their second studio album. The album included the hits Ma Baker and the track I'm playing, Belfast, and also 3 covers, Love for Sale, Have You Ever Seen the Rain, and Still I'm Sad. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully you'll be back to listen to it. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Good night.
Belfast. 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 Got to have a believing. Got to have a believing. Got to have a belief in all the people, 'cause the people are leaving. When the people believe in, when the people believe in, when the people believe in all the children, 'cause the children are leaving. Belfast, Belfast, when the country rings the living bell, you're lost. Belfast, Belfast, when the hate you have for one another's past. You can try, you can try, you can try, you can try, you can try to tell the world the reason why. Belfast, Belfast, Belfast. It's a country that's changing. Oh, it's a country that's changing. It's a country that's changing. All the people, 'cause the people are leaving. It's a world that's deceiving. Oh, it's a world that's deceiving. It's a world that's deceiving. All the people, 'cause the people believe in you. Belfast, Belfast, when the country rings the living bell, you're lost. Belfast, Belfast, when they hate you have for one another's past. You can try, you can try, you can try, you can try, you can try to tell the world the reason why. Belfast, 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 when the children believe in, when the children believe in, when the children believe in all the people, 'cause the people are leaving. When the people are leaving, yeah. When the people are leaving, when the people are leaving, all the children, 'cause the children believe in. Belfast, Belfast, when the country rings the living bell, you're lost. Belfast, Belfast, when they hate you have for one another's past. You can try, you can try, you can try, you can try, you can try to tell the world the reason why. Belfast, 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 Belfast.
Remembering the good times of the 70s, 80s, and 90s.